Bro, what the fuck, bro? But don't nobody want this ugly ass nigga, bro, man. Get your ass on, bro. Bro, the Atlanta Falcons do not fuck with the city, bro. Y'all nigga went and did that, bro, on 32, bro. What the fuck, bro? All the shit you did to Shador, bro. We don't want your ass, bro. We want Shador, ugly ass nigga. The fuck? Then y'all done went and got Matt as the fucking VP. And this the first decision you gonna do, nigga? What the fuck is going on in the city? See, that's why I be over there with the Hawks, bro. They don't do stupid ass shit. I mean, they might do some questionable shit, but they don't do stupid ass shit like that. But you crazy. Hey, bro, go get Shador, bro. We don't want your ass, bro. The hell? Bro, man, what the fuck y'all nigga beat? Nigga, no wonder I woke up with my head itching, bro. No wonder it feel like I got mane in my head, bro. Cause y'all doing stupid ass shit like that, bro. Look at him. He looking like, yep, I'm not gonna do shit down here either. I hate all you black sons of bitches. This is some bullshit, bro, for real.
What just happened in Atlanta is the Falcons just pulled the trigger on a head coach hire that a loud chunk of the fan base straight up did not want. And now, the city is split down the middle like a bad fourth quarter decision that everybody sees coming except the people in the building. The Falcons hired Kevin Stefanski, and before he even gets a chance to put his feet up in the office, the debate is already toxic. Is this a smart, stabilizing move? Or is this another Falcons gonna Falcons moment that's gonna age horribly?
All right. So you're going to tell me that Matt Ryan hired Kevin Stefanski to coach the Atlanta Falcons when in his previous role with Cleveland, he tried to railroad and undermine the career of Shador Sanders, whose father is a Falcons player, probably the most famous Atlanta Falcons player, maybe next to Mike Vick, and bring him into a city with a predominantly African-American fan base to coach this team. This is a racial situation for people that may not think it's racial, but it is. I don't go to Falcons games. If I was any of the Falcons fan base, I would not buy any tickets. I would boycott the season, specifically because Matt Ryan is tone deaf and has no idea what the fuck he's doing already. The Falcons are already cursed enough, so you're gonna bring in some guy that tried to disrespect the son of a Falcons legend to coach the Falcons. Yeah, that's stupid. Good luck. Dumbest move ever. Don't buy any Falcons tickets. Don't go to the Falcons games, like, until this man is gone. He should be fired by Tuesday morning if Atlanta get their shit together and let it be known we ain't standing for this. So good luck with that one, Matt Ryan. Atlanta's a black city. Hate it or love it, and you gotta treat the city with that type of respect. So you don't bring in a guy that disrespected a black man's son trying to play in the NFL to coach a team in a predominantly black city. Stupid. Good luck. Arthur Blank, Matt Ryan, stupid move. Good luck.
Because here's the issue. Stefanski didn't walk into Atlanta from some championship parade. He's walking in with Cleveland baggage, the kind of baggage that follows you on every talk show, every timeline, every caller on sports radio. And Falcons fans, they're not exactly in a patient mood. They've been watching this team collect interesting talent for years, watching potential get wasted, watching seasons end early, watching the organization hit restart over and over and over. And now you're telling them the solution is the guy who just got fired from one of the most chaotic situations in football. The Falcons didn't just hire Stefanski because they ran out of options. They hired him because they think he's the exact personality type this franchise has been missing. Calm, even-keeled, doesn't melt down in front of the microphones, doesn't lose the locker room when the season starts going sideways. And whether Falcons fans want to admit it or not, that's what the team is trying to buy right now. Stability, not vibes, not slogans, not culture in the cute Instagram caption way. Actual stability, the kind that keeps your season from falling apart the moment adversity hits. And in that sense, Stefanski makes a kind of brutal logic. The Falcons aren't just trying to win a few games, they're trying to end what feels like a never-ending stretch of mediocrity and disappointment. They're trying to stop being a team that looks talented on paper but plays like a team that doesn't know who it is. And when you've been lost for years, you don't always hire the sexiest name. You hire the name you believe can drag your franchise back into basic competence. But here's where it gets messy. Falcons fans don't trust the process anymore. They've been sold smart hires before. They've been promised a clear plan before. They've watched coordinators come in with hype, only to watch the offense look stuck, predictable, and scared in big moments. So when Atlanta hires Stefanski, the reaction isn't excitement, it's suspicion. It's why him? It's what are we missing? It's are we seriously doing this? And the biggest criticism flying around right now is simple. If Kevin Stefanski couldn't get it done with high-level quarterback talent and a strong roster in Cleveland at different points, why should Falcons fans believe he's the answer here? Because that's the shadow hanging over him. That's the doubt that won't leave. People look at Stefanski and see a coach who had flashes, real flashes, but also had seasons where the team looked stuck, sloppy, and undisciplined. And when you're Atlanta, a team that has been stuck and sloppy and undisciplined at the worst possible times, hiring a coach with that perception feels like you're inviting the same movie with different actors. Now, to be fair, the Falcons' front office and leadership clearly believe Cleveland's dysfunction played a huge role in Stefanski's downfall. And honestly, that's not an insane argument. Cleveland has been a chaos factory for years. Coaches go there and either become villains or escape stories, but the Falcons are betting that Stefanski's best version, the version that can design offense, manage personalities, and keep things steady, is still in there. They're betting that he learned. They're betting that he'll come into Atlanta with something to prove and a point to make. And that something to prove angle matters, because Stefanski is not walking into Atlanta as a comfortable hero. He's walking in like a man who knows the NFL is going to label him if this fails. This is the league where you can go from Coach of the Year to overrated in 2 seasons. This is the league where your resume gets rewritten by the last thing people saw. And what people last saw was Cleveland spiraling. So he's entering Atlanta with pressure right away, not just to win, but to restore his reputation. Now, let's talk X's and O's, because Atlanta fans aren't just mad emotionally, they're mad strategically. The best argument for Stefanski is the run game. He loves it. He builds around it, he uses it to control games, protect quarterbacks, and force defenses to make choices they don't want to make. And if you're a Falcons fan watching Bijan Robinson get placed in situations where he has to create magic just to get 5 yards, you should at least be curious what Stefanski can do with him. Because Stefanski's offenses are usually built to punish teams that overplay one thing. That means more variation, more misdirection, more play action that actually looks like real football instead of obvious, please don't kill my quarterback play action. And then there's Kyle Pitts, because yes, that conversation is coming back the second Stefanski shows up. If Stefanski is serious about 2 tight end sets, if he's serious about creating matchup nightmares, if he's serious about making defenses miserable in the middle of the field, then Pitts should be a major winner from this hire. Stefanski has a track record of featuring tight ends. He's shown he'll feed that position, and Pitts has been the poster child for untapped potential in Atlanta. Fans are tired of hearing about what he could be. They want to see what he is. Stefanski might be the coach who finally makes the Falcons stop wasting that mismatch. But here comes the real landmine, quarterback. Atlanta can talk all day about vision, offense, and stability, but everything in this league is judged by one question. Do you have the right quarterback situation or not? And the reason fans are nervous is because Stefanski's quarterback story is complicated. He's worked with all kinds of guys. He's gotten good stretches from veterans. He's had moments where it looks like he can tailor an offense to a quarterback's strengths. But he's also been in situations where the quarterback drama swallowed the whole building, and that's what Atlanta fans are terrified of. Hiring a coach who brings stability on paper, but ends up right back in the same headlines about confusion, chaos, and the team not knowing who it wants to be. This is why the fan base is split, because half the fans are saying, finally, a real coach with experience. And the other half is saying, here we go again, a safe hire that doesn't actually raise the ceiling. And that ceiling word is important, because Atlanta isn't trying to just be respectable, they're trying to win. And this is where the Stefanski skepticism hits hardest. The complaint from critics is that his calm can come off like he's not urgent enough, like he's too steady even when the building is on fire, like he'll give you the same answer after a win and after a collapse. And fans don't want calm right now. They want a takeover. They want a culture reset that feels different. Stefanski doesn't scream takeover. He screams professional. Now here's the twist. Being professional might be exactly what Atlanta needs, because the Falcons have been chasing identity for years. They've been chasing a coach who can connect with players, lead adults, and keep the football operation from turning into a circus. Stefanski supporters point to the fact that he doesn't publicly throw people under the bus, even when things are ugly. That's valuable in a league where one press conference can split a locker room in half. And Atlanta leadership clearly believes he can be that stabilizing force while also improving the offense. But the downside is real. If he starts slow, the noise is going to be insane, because this hire already has doubters preloaded. You've got media personalities calling it a mistake immediately. You've got fans acting like the season's over before he even holds the first real meeting. And once that narrative gets momentum, every 4th and 2 decision, every red zone stall, every bad loss is going to be treated like proof that the fan base was right all along. So, is it a good hire? Here's the honest answer. It can be, but only if Atlanta commits to the full version of what Stefanski is supposed to bring. That means a real staff. That means real offensive structure. That means discipline. That means the roster holes get addressed instead of pretending talent alone fixes everything. And it means the Falcons stop living in the almost space. Almost dangerous, almost consistent, almost a contender. Because if Stefanski gets Atlanta to basic competence, that's already a win compared to where they've been. But Falcons fans don't just want competence, they want relevance. They want January football. They want a team that doesn't collapse when the lights get bright. And that's the standard Stefanski just signed up for, whether the fan base loves him or hates him. So I'm putting it on you. Did the Falcons just make the smartest, boring hire possible? Or did they just lock themselves into another era of good enough to be disappointing? Drop your take in the comments, and don't play it safe, because Atlanta sure didn't.